Bankole, first and foremost, a little bit of a better performance on the equity side, but it's still a bearish market. And, you know, we've just heard Wale talking about pension funds holding back, local investors holding back. And that's still going to be very much the case until we see clarity and finality on recapitalization.
Yes, basically people are trading on the short-term end of things. As you know, the capital market is more of a mid-term, long-term market. One of the issues is that for those who like to go into buy now, fine. There are some prices that they feel are at rock bottom, but in as much as you're thinking about that, some other persons want to take profit for the month end or just free up some liquidity to go play in the money market, because the rates in the money market are quite attractive at over 11%. Where there's a tightness in the money market that is triggering a fall or a bearish trend, even in the fixed income market that used to be very attractive whenever equities had challenge. It's not a bullish market yet in the Nigerian capital markets, but we're going to see some fluctuations of positive outcomes.
Despite those attractive yields on the fixed income side, we know that this week with the issuance of Treasury bill, unfortunately it was oversubscribed. Why is that? Undersubscribed.
It was undersubscribed because there's a tightness of liquidity in the money market, money system. What's happening actually is that most banks and other financial institutions are trying to show up their CRR, cash reserve ratio. And so people are not really pumping out money right now. People would rather do overnight, which is at 11.25, and that's for those who have money. For those who don't have money, they have to source for funds, but it's a pretty tight market. Fixed income, we've seen people sell down some of their positions to take profit. We're seeing people take advantage also of the increase in yield. Prices have dropped drastically on the shortest maturity that is trading of 2 years. We have a drop of about 200 basis points and then 180 basis points on 3 years maturity. So basically, in as much as people are selling down for liquidity, you have we've had calls from PFAs that are not really performing on the equities market come to take some position on the fixed income market, really.
Give us a sense of liquidity within the market, because a few weeks ago that was the problem. But now that we've had inflows from federal access allocations, we should see a little bit more liquidity supporting the products that exist on the money market side.
Yeah, towards the end of last week, we saw people come to take position, especially on the short end of the market. But what has happened is that because the CBN really means the inflation targeting that it's doing, they've issued over 110 billion worth of OMO T-bills to mop up that liquidity that are coming. So it's not as if that money is going to stay. We knew that they were going to come in for that. So this itself has triggered some low pricing and then high yield speculation from counterparties in the players in the fixed income market. We've seen people going in at very high yields to these OMO auctions, between 11 and 12% for maturities as short as 31 days. Meanwhile, we have the 2 year maturity trading at 11.5 levels. So you can see what I mean, 31 days to 2 years maturity being quoted for at about the same yield. Basically, people right now will try to take advantage of that government seriousness or determination to mop up these funds and then grab the highest yields possible at the OMO auction.
Let's talk about the Naira briefly, Bankole. At 159 Naira 65 Kobo, it's starting to be a serious depreciation here, and there's just a sense that attempts to support the currency through dollar sales is not helping on the part of the CBN. Obviously, there's a lot of dollar demand, but what is it that's the policy outlook for the CBN? What is it that they're doing or not doing?
Okay, the CBN, what they've done is to have a steady outflow of dollars of about 350 per day. The CBN issues twice in a week. That gives us a volume of about $700 million every week. There's going to be a bank holiday on Monday, so they have sold that portion they're supposed to sell then now. So we've seen them sell over $1 billion for the week, going into next week. But apparently it looks like they have not met the demand, basically because the demand is real and it's growing. compared to what we had last year. The excuse and the reasons were that people were moving money for foreign students paying school fees. But I mean, that period is over now, and then we're going into the last quarter of the year, where people demand for importers try to start paying and bringing in for commodities that will be consumed over festive periods. We know that there's going to be independence, one more bank holiday after that, and then we'll see Christmas, Yuletide season. So in as much as our import is growing and continues to exceed our export, our export proceed continues to dwindle, and then the gap is what is causing this problem actually. The demand is real and the CBN is not meeting demand basically.